Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 valuable writing tips that have helped me tremendously throughout college and high school in America. Writing in a second language or even in your native tongue can be a very difficult skill to master. Some people have a knack for it, but others have to work really hard to develop this ability. Well, and guess what? I belong to the second group, or at least used to. As I was growing up in Brazil, I was never able to do it right. It was always a huge difficulty for me. And when I moved back to the States to finish high school and to learn English again, that's when I decided to confront this hurdle. Especially because in America, you have to have a good writing skill to both graduate and get into college. So I didn't have much of a choice. I was awful at coming up with ideas and at organizing them. I mean, it doesn't get worse than that. But after learning a few strategies combined with a certain amount of practice, I became a good writer. Woohoo! So now, I even apply these techniques to my dissertations in Portuguese. So, if you click to watch this video, you might be wondering, how do I start my essay? How do I make it interesting? And the answers to your questions are, you should start your essay with a hook, a sentence used in the beginning of your introduction that both introduces your essay topic and grabs the reader's attention. It should come prior to your thesis statement, so that first you make your reader interested in what you have to say, and then towards the end of your introduction paragraph, you state your point of view or thesis, however you want to call it. How do I make it interesting? Now, this is where I present to you 5 of the most effective hooks you can use in an essay. Wait, but are there more? Yes, but I have selected the ones that I judge to be the most powerful ones. And they are a quotation, an anecdote, a rhetorical question, an interesting fact, or a metaphor. So let's say we have to write an essay about overcoming obstacles. Let's say I want to write a quotation. And for example, I chose this one. Henry Ford said once, "Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal." This quote allows you various possibilities on how to develop this topic. But if I want to use an anecdote, which means a short story, I can make it personal or not. So here's an example. I thought I would never make it through my last year of college until something happened to me. What I did here is, besides sharing a personal experience, I build up a suspense, making the reader curious to find out what happened. As a rhetorical question, I could write, "How do some people succeed against all odds?" Here you could further explain how some successful people have overcome really hard life situations. And here's a fact, or statistic. University of Scranton research suggests that just 8% of people achieve their New Year's goals. I have to admit, it was kind of hard to find a statistical fact directly related to this theme, but here you could argue how easily people give up on their goals because of the obstacles that come up along the way. And as an example of metaphor, I chose, "A smooth sea never made a skillful sailor." And here you can go on about how overcoming difficulties in life only makes us stronger. Lastly, this is what your paragraph should look like. This diagram suggests how you can organize your introduction paragraph. Well, that's my tip for today. Just remember that writing is a very subjective thing, so some good writers may do it differently, but these techniques have helped me, and so hopefully will help you too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to leave your comments below, and to like this video. I'll see you next session.